Welcome to MedTech Global Insights. This week, the U.S. diagnostics landscape was fundamentally reshaped. The Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, released its long-awaited final rule, officially classifying laboratory-developed tests, or LDTs, as medical devices. This ends a decades-long period of enforcement discretion and marks one of the most significant regulatory shifts in the diagnostics industry in a generation. For thousands of clinical and hospital laboratories across the United States, a new era of compliance has begun. First, let's clarify what LDTs are. These are in vitro diagnostic tests, designed, manufactured, and used within a single laboratory. Historically, they operated outside of the FDA's direct oversight, regulated primarily under the CLIA framework. This allowed for rapid innovation, especially for rare diseases and specialized oncology tests. However, as these tests grew more complex and high risk, the FDA has moved to level the playing field, arguing that a test's safety and effectiveness should not depend on where it is manufactured. The new rule initiates a 4-year, phased-in transition to bring LDTs under the same requirements as commercial in vitro diagnostics. Stage 1, beginning in 1 year, will mandate compliance with medical device reporting for adverse events and corrections and removals. Stage 2, in 2 years, will require labs to follow registration, listing, and labeling requirements. The most significant hurdle comes in year 3, with the mandatory implementation of the full Quality System Regulation. Finally, in 4 years, high-risk LDTs will require full premarket approval, or PMA, applications. Let's consider a real-world example. A university medical center in California has a renowned pathology lab that developed a unique next-generation sequencing test for guiding therapy in pediatric oncology. For years, this test has been a critical tool for their physicians. Now, that lab must transform itself from a clinical service provider into a regulated medical device manufacturer. They will need to implement design controls, conduct extensive verification and validation suitable for a PMA, and overhaul their entire quality management system. This is a monumental task, requiring significant new investment in regulatory personnel and infrastructure. This move is not without controversy. Proponents, including many large IVD manufacturers, argue this ensures all diagnostics meet the same high standards for patient safety and clinical validity. Opponents, primarily academic medical centers and lab associations, warn that the cost and complexity of compliance will stifle innovation, force smaller labs to stop offering specialized tests, and ultimately reduce patient access to critical diagnostics. The clock is now ticking for thousands of labs that must navigate a complex, and for many, an entirely new regulatory world. Crafting a strategy that moves from a CLIA framework to a full FDA quality and submission-ready system is now an urgent priority. For expert guidance on navigating the transition from LDT to a regulated IVD, including support with quality systems and global registration strategies, please email us at info@pureglobal.com or visit our website at pureglobal.com.